Hi guys, this is Said again, and I want to thanks first those one who reacted to the past videos and that we talked about. Uh, we were talking about human age that is given, and human die at age 0. And people ask a lot of questions. They say they want me to explain well, so they will know how that happened. And before I continue again, I'm gonna ask I'm gonna ask you guys to subscribe to the channel below and click on the right button, the bell button, so you won't miss any of the videos that we're gonna be making. We're gonna dive directly to our talking for today, and the title is "Human Dies at Age 0." Being said, I'm going to illustrate this with a time. Time is a currency. Means you can buy, you can do anything with the time, and you can lend it, you can do anything, people can borrow it. And the time is a value that God gave to human being, and it's an intrinsic value that you have that you don't understand. Means time is a currency. Time is a money, like we say in Spanish, dinero. In English is money. In Swahili, pesa. Dinero in Spanish. So you can take your time and spend it and use it to get something different from what you have. You can use it as a money. That's why I'm going to illustrate this with job. The job is the thing that you're going to do in a company that somebody had a vision and started his vision that was given, and you're gonna go there to help that person. You forget your vision first, you go to help somebody else a vision so you can be paid. Means you give your time and your talent or your skill, you give it to the company, so that is a value that you're going to give to the company. In return, they are going to pay you with money that is like a paycheck or salary. And that is the company buying your time. Your time is very valuable. When you go to the company, you are giving them your value. Mean you have a value within you. And we said that human were created with their future within them. No one has his future ahead of them. The plan of God was created first before you. Means God created a plan first for you. He gave you a given age. If it's 100 years, he gave you 100 years. Within that 100 years, you have given an assignment to do. People don't know that. You were given an assignment to do within that 100 years, to do things, to be good, to be doing good, to think good, and do all the things that you were born to do. Your future is within you. Means everything that you are going to do in your life is not outside of you. Is not tomorrow. Is today. That's why when you have kid, you have to train your kid to start thinking about their vision. So kids, when they grow up, they'll know that if I go to school, I have to go to school according to my talent, according to what is within me, according to what I have in me. If we are poor today because it's a mindset, not because our parents did not send us to some good school, it's not their fault. It's just a mindset. From creation, God took everything that you're supposed to do in your life, He embedded it in your life, within the lifespan. If you're gonna live 100 years, within that 100 years, you have a lot to do. You have assignment to do. That's why people go to school, but the school they're going to learn. People finish, they got a master degree, they got bachelor degrees, but they went to do what they were not born to do. That's why you see people get to finish to become doctors, they're broke. People finish, they have master degree, but still broke because they did what they were not born to do. You have something that God put in you, your vision. You have to start working on your vision. You have to start creating. The creation did not stop. God wants you to continue with the creation. And what do you gonna have? If you think about one thing that you can do in your life, try to be good, very good at that things. Go and train yourself, auto-education, educate yourself in that thing, learn. And that you become with an intrinsic value that is increasing. You got to increase it. You are born with the highest value. That way in life you should never accept nobody to demand you. Nobody to demand. You are a person of highest value. You are a person of high potentials. How many potentials do you have? Potential is your future. All the future, everything that God put within you, that's your future. There are potentials. Potential is something that you haven't seen yet. So potential is something that maybe you don't know about it yet. It exists. It's within you. The day it comes out, it's not a potential anymore. It becomes physical value that you have. You have your value that is intrinsic that you don't know, that you give, that's why you give people permission to demand you. No one should have permission to demand you, or other way, you should never give permission to somebody to demand you, because the time that you have is a value. The future that God put within you is a value. A good illustration I always give is a seed of papaya contain papaya tree inside. The seed of papaya contain papaya leaves inside. Seed of papaya contain papayas inside. Means the future's papaya is not outside of that papaya. It's included, it's embedded, it's integrated inside that seed. That's why you are like a seed of papaya. You may be a seed of mango, but you may be that. Remember, within the seed of papaya, we have a forest of papaya. Means within that seed, within the papaya fruit, if you see one seed, it may be one talent that you may have. And that talent, if you understand that your talent, train that talent, learn about it, and that's your currency. You increase your value. Means you increase your time. And that value being increased, you can go to the company and take that time, you sell it. Means you can sell your time. You can give your time. Means you give yourself, you sell yourself to a company, means to end somebody else's vision. And in return again, they give you money, salary or income. No one will become rich on paycheck or salary. You'll stay poor for life once you still on a salary. You'll never get rich. When you go to work, people should spend time, should go to work with given time. Means you give a time frame. Within that time frame, you should be working with your vision, because your vision may need money to start something. You take that money, work on your vision, because you do not have enough time. If you are given 100 years to live or 75 years to live, look how much time you stay, remains, so you can redeem the time that you've lost. You do not have enough time. You have a very short time to do your assignment, to do what you were born to do. Then you're going to reach age 0, you die. 100 years you spend going down. $100 you spend going down. I've never seen somebody that have $100 and you start to spend going upwards. You always go downward. The same time when you have 100 years, you'll never go upward. You go downward until you reach age 0, you die. If you have 100 years, you spend downward, you reach $0, you die. The light that I have here, God never gave human artificial light as electricity. But God gave human ground and hid all the minerals underground, but He gave human a brain to think so they can go underground, dig the ground, get the mineral, refine it, and make electrical wire so we can have electricity everywhere. That's how God wants you to start your creation, start to think. A lot of things within your surrounding, within your vicinity, you can do. One thing I can tell you, did you know that this almost amount of water in the sea is almost the same amount of water in the air? If you want to illustrate this, to understand this, you can buy what you call a dehumidifier, put in your house. You will collect the water within your house. Your breath is water that you give out. Your cooking, the water God give out. Humidity in your house is the water that coming out within your house. Outside, when you hear they say, talk about 75% humidity, that means it's 70% of water within air. How much water is within air? Humidity means the water. In my house, I have a dehumidifier that we collect about 10 gallons of water every single day. So start to think. God never tell a human that you have water in air, but we have to think. You have to start to think with creation. So I guess you guys understand, and if I was very thorough about the time being a currency, we spend time just like money. Means you should never spend something going up. You always spend something going down. You become average of people that you live with. You are the CEO of your life. You are the president. You are the leader. You got to get control of your life. You get to be a leader. Means if you're a leader, you should know how to lead yourself first. You cannot go and lead people and you don't know how to live your life. To lead your life. To lead your life is to get your vision and start to lead it. Spirit of leadership will always let you be a good person. If you are a bad person, you have a body and soul, your soul will die. Your soul will never die, but will go in wrong place. If you're a good person, your soul will go back where it came from, to God. If you're a bad person, you don't do good things, you just remain with bad people, your soul, your mind will get destroyed with people whom you live with. If you spend your time with bad people, your mind gets destroyed. We don't become bad people only when we do bad things. We become bad people when we get the mind's bad ideas or bad talking. Gossip will destroy your mind. When you destroy your mind, means most likely gossip make you destroy mind against somebody else. So when you hear gossip, it's the thing that you should never accept. You should always stop it, because it's trying to destroy your mind about other people. So never accept your mind to be destroyed. Always have a clear mind, good mind. Your mind is like a cup. In the cup, you cannot put sand or milk in a cup and take clean water, put inside a cup, and you say that I have clean water. You can't say that. You have to empty your mind, empty your soul, empty your brain, clear your mind, have a nice mindset. Have a mindset of people that are rich. Because if you think about creation, God gave you every single thing for your future are within you. May you work with the luggage of your future within you. It's you need to do a choice. You need to choose what you're going to be doing today and train yourself. so you can become what you want to be, the life that you want to be, the life that you want to see. Employment will always destroy your dream because you don't think about yourself. You always give employment time frame. If you're gonna work for 5 years, you give your 5 years to work. But the meantime, you are working on your vision. You are training you for your vision so you can be the person that you're supposed to be. You can become the person within God's plan. And after the 5 years, then if you are all set, then you can quit your job and work 100% on your vision. Means you should never have a second job. You destroy yourself. Your first job should be your job. Your second job should be your vision, what you are born to do. You work on it. Work on your vision. Then you get a currency that you're being paid from your salary, and then you put it in your vision so you can improve your vision. Like going to school, to train yourself, self-education. And that's what we were trying to explain just about life. Your life is currency. You can spend it, you can pay anybody. That even God needed 1/10 of your life. Means you give him the 10th because it's a currency, it's money. You can spend your time with God. You can spend your time praying God. You can spend your time with Jesus and be with him. Spend with him than spending time with other people. It's okay not to have friends in your life. It's okay. Good friends are those friends that help you fulfill your vision. If you have friends that are taking you away from God's plan, those are not your friends. Your good friends are those friends that will always make you remain under God's plan. If you do something that is bad, you are not under God's vision. You are outside. So you have to come back. That was, see, people, a lot of time, they go to school, but they do what was not created for them. They finish, they get broke. They got to make a U-turn again to go and look what they're going to do in their life so they can become what they were born to do. And thank you very much for everything. And I get you had understood this. And again, do not forget to subscribe below and click on that bell button so you won't miss any of our videos when they come out. Thank you again. See you next time.